Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you some ideas and example how to use fully transparent notebook. This is made with tracing paper, and if you would like to know how, please watch part 1 of this video, which you can find in the description below. You can use this as you would with a regular journal, or you can go very creative with it. As much as you can use your free hand to draw or write anything on it, the good news is that you can practice and create your own template with whatever you would like to write or draw, and then just transfer it quickly. That's the perk of having a page made of tracing paper. So for my first page, I've practiced and created this welcome message, which I'm just going to transfer onto the page using a marker and black gel pen. I would strongly suggest to test your pen on a little piece of paper before you start doing that, just so you know how it's going to look like, and in case it smudges or just slides over it. Since tracing paper isn't very absorbent, it's a good practice to test things out before you start using them. It is very important to consider transparency when you decide on your page layouts. So in my first example, I'm going to be using both sides to create the page design. I'm using black water-based color marker, which responds quite nicely with the type of paper I have. But again, I have previously tested that. It's good to have extra paper underneath the page you're working on, in case of any leaks and smudges. Also, make sure you allow drying time in between the different elements. I use the black on the back since I'm going to use white gel pen on the front. White looks beautiful on tracing paper, especially with a color underneath. This has kind of a lace effect and it looks absolutely stunning. Even if I allowed the page to dry, I still somehow managed to smudge the black gel pen with my hand over it. I should have placed paper underneath to prevent that, but learn from my mistakes. I also think it's better to just use fine liner or any black ink pen rather than the gel pen. And our first page is ready. For my second example, I'm tracing a couple of cute characters as a decoration on the page. I can probably do it freehand, but I find tracing them somehow very relaxing and enjoyable. Here we're going to use the lined page to write down in a neat way. I'm writing down some quotes that I like. Also, I'm adding some color, which looks beautiful on the transparent paper. And this is our second page ready, which is very regular journal page, some text and a little decoration. Next, I'm tracing some art that I did and I really like. Again, you can totally freehand anything you like, but I find this way quite fun and there is a less chance to mess it up. I think this is a great way to have beautiful pages even if you don't feel very confident drawing or even writing. I would like to have color as a background of this art, and I'm using light blue marker on the back of the drawing. This will crinkle your page, so keep that in mind. I personally don't mind it, I think it gives more artistic feel. After it's dry, I'm using old nail polish to decorate. I find the look of glitter nail polish quite nice on the tracing paper. It has transparent base, so it looks really well, and the glitter adds extra effect on the art. can also glue pictures on the pages. Just keep in mind both sides will be visible. I'm using double-sided tape for seamless look. I chose black and white picture because I'm going to add some color myself. This is a magazine cutout, by the way. I'm going to write some inspirational quotes on the back, and I'm using the whole page for that. I quite like the colorful letters as a background. For the next example, I'm going nature inspired. I have collected some beautiful autumn colored leaves and I'm going to trace them directly onto the page. I suppose you can have the same effect by just using picture of leaves as well, but I thought this way it will be more interesting and decided to try it out. I'm tracing them in a way they overlap and using some different colors to create details. I think the effect is very pretty and it's definitely one of my favorite pages. The other side I'm using for text with a black fine liner. For the last example, I'm going to be tracing some superhero art. And also adding some color to it. If you don't like crinkled pages, I suggest you not to do any coloring, since more ink means more moisture and this type of paper is very thin and will curl up. On the other hand, if you like this effect, then go for it. I'm using white acrylic paint as a background. If your paint is more transparent like mine, I suggest you to add some baby powder to it. That will make it more solid as a background color. Just brush over the whole page to get that artistic look. Once it's completely dry, I'm going to write on the back. Not all pens work on paint, so that's why I'm using a pencil instead. Pencil works just fine and actually looks quite nice. This is a good way to make use of both pages. So here's all 6 pages again. Let me know which one is your favorite and you would like to try it yourself. I'm quite happy how they turn out, but there is so much more to experiment. These examples are just a small fraction of what you can do. This type of notebook really inspires me to be creative, and I think there are so many different ways you can use it. I hope that gave you some ideas and got you inspired. Please subscribe to my channel for more creative content. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.